Dahil alam niyo na kung paano mag-solve ng rational equations, pupunta na tayo sa problems na ginagamitan nito. Ang unang type ng problem na makikita ninyo or ma-encounter ninyo ay yung described numbers kung saan hahanapin ninyo yung original fraction. Para sa problem number 1, the denominator of a fraction is 2 less than the numerator. If 3 is subtracted from the numerator and added to the denominator, the resulting fraction is 1/2. Find the original fraction. Unti-untiin natin yung pag-intindi sa ating problem. Siyempre, dahil ang pinag-uusapan natin ay fractions, sulat natin yung ating fractional line. Ang sabi dito, yung denominator daw ng ating fraction ay 2 na mas mababa kaysa sa numerator. So, kung halimbawa, yung numerator natin ay x, ang denominator daw ay mas mababa ng 2 kaysa sa numerator. So, paano natin i-represent yung denominator? Less than, tatandaan, ito ay keyword for subtraction. So, ibig sabihin, yung ating simulang expression ay magiging x over x minus 2 dahil 2 na mas mababa kaysa sa numerator. Sa pangalawang part, if 3 is subtracted from the numerator and added to the denominator, the resulting fraction is 1/2. Kung babawas ka daw ng 3 mula sa numerator at idadagdag ito sa denominator, ang magiging kalalabasang sagot daw or fraction ay 1/2. So, ang kailangan nating hanapin ay kung ano itong original fraction na ito. Ulitin natin ang pagre-represent ha. Let x be the numerator and x minus 2 be the denominator. So, sa ganitong pagkakataon, dahil meron na tayong rational equation, pwede na tayong mag-solve. Recall natin yung steps para i-solve ang isang rational equation. So, unang-unang, kailangan i-multiply natin yung rational equation natin sa ating LCD. Pero bago yon, dahil kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong pwedeng i-simplify dito sa baba or sa denominator natin, i-simplify muna natin. So, since x minus 3 is not or are not similar terms, bring down na lang natin sila. Then, x minus 2 plus 3, itong negative 2 at 3 ay similar. So, i-add natin. Negative 2 plus 3 is x plus 1. Symbol ni 3 ang susundin. Equals 1/2. Now, dahil ang ating denominators ay x plus 1 at saka 2, the LCD will become 2 times x plus 1. So, yun ang i-multiply natin sa left and right side of the equation. So, 2 times x plus 1, 2 times x plus 1. Okay. So, on this part, ang may kakancel natin, if we divide, then before multiplying, again, pwede tayong mag-multiply muna bago mag-divide. Pero I suggest na mag-divide muna tayo bago mag-multiply. So, the LCD divided by our denominator, ang matitira po is yung 2. So, 2 na lang ang i-multiply natin sa ating numerator na x minus 3 equals, sa right side of the equation, ang pwede nating may cancel if we divide 2 times x plus 1 by 2 is x plus 1. So, x plus 1 na lang ang ita-times natin sa 1. Yan. Let us now distribute. Kung magdi-distribute tayo, i-multiply natin yung monomial sa bawat isang terms ng polynomial. So, meron kang 2. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Equals 1 times x is 1x and 1 times 1 is 1. Kung ito na yung ating given, pwede na natin siyang isolve using the properties of equality. So, 2x minus 6 equals x plus 1. Anong terms ang similar? Dapat silang magkasama sa parehas na side ng equation. So, kung yun ang ating gagawin, anong terms ang papalitin ng posisyon? Kung gagawin natin yung lahat ng may variables nasa kaliwa, lahat ng wala ay nasa kanan, ang pagpapalitin natin ng posisyon ay yung x at yung negative 6. Kung ito man si x ay mapunta sa kaliwa, dahil siya'y originally positive, siya'y magiging negative na. 2x, bring down na lang, dahil hindi naman natin siya itinawid ng equal sign. X, mula sa pagiging positive, magiging negative, equals negative 6, mula sa pagiging negative, dahil siya'y lumampas ng equal sign, magiging positive, at bring down lang si 1. Now, 2x minus x, hindi yan magiging 2. Tatandaan, meron tayong hidden 1 dito. So, 2x minus 1x is equal to 1x, or simply x, equals 6 plus 1 is 7. Para makuha yung original fraction, kailangan i-substitute natin itong si 7 doon sa lahat ng x sa original nating nagawang expression. So, ang original nating expression, if x equals 7, and the original expression is x over x minus 2, i-substitute natin or palitan itong si x ng 7. So, x becomes 7 over 7 minus 2. Therefore, our original fraction is 7 over 7 minus 2 is 5. And this will be your final answer. Para sa checking, since ang original fraction is 7 over 5, at sabi kapag nagbawas ka ng 3 mula sa numerator at nagdagdag ka sa denominator, magiging equal siya sa 1/2, gawin natin yun for the checking. So, 7 minus 3 is 4, 5 plus 3 is 8, and 4 and 8 are both divisible by 4. So, 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. Ibig sabihin, tama yung ating nakuhang value of variable. Ang pangalawang type of problem ay yung problem about consecutive integers. So, kapag consecutive integers ang problem na isosolve nyo, mahalagang malaman ninyo kung anong ibig sabihin nga ba ng word na consecutive. Pag sinabing consecutive integers, yan yung magkakasunod na integers. So, pag sinabing consecutive integers lang, walang word na odd or even, ang example niyan ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Pag naman consecutive odd, ibig sabihin odd numbers lang. So, ang example ay 1, 3, 5, o kaya naman ay 7, 9, o kaya ay 11, 13. Diba? Mga consecutive odd yan. Pag consecutive even, ito naman yung 2, 4, 6, halimbawa ay 28, 30, magkasunod na even numbers. So, in terms of representation, medyo nagkakaiba kapag consecutive integers lang or may word na odd or even. Pag kasi consecutive integers, halimbawa yung first ay nirepresent mo ng x. Ang second, syempre, madadagdagan siya, diba? Halimbawa yung 1. Kunyari 1 yung una mong number. Anong idadagdag mo sa 1 para maging 2? Syempre, 1, diba? So, kung ang first digit mo ay 1, para maging 2, ang gagawin mo ay 1 plus 1. Para maging 3, ang gagawin mo ay 1 plus 2. Para maging 4, ang gagawin mo ay 1 plus 3. So, kung ang first digit mo ay nire-represent mo ng x, ang second digit mo ay i-represent ng x plus 1. Sunod, kapag naman ang given mo ay consecutive odd or consecutive even numbers. So, halimbawa, ini-represent natin yung first digit as x. Halimbawa, si 1 ni-represent mo as x, diba? At yan ang first digit. Ang 1, anong idadagdag mo sa 1 para maging 3? Diba? Dalawa. So, 1 plus 2. Ang 1, paano magiging 5? Siyempre, dadagdagan mo ng 4. Kunyari, meron ka dito 7. Ang 1, dadagdagan mo ng 6 para maging 7. So, ibig sabihin, kung ang first digit mo ay x, ang second digit ay i-represent mo ng x plus 2. Ngayon, kung ang given mo ay consecutive even numbers, let's say 2, ang first digit mo, ang 2, paano magiging 4? Anong i-add mo? Diba 2? So, 2 plus 2. Ang 6. So, paano magiging 6 ang 2? Siyempre, dadagdagan mo ng 4. So, ibig sabihin, kung ang first digit o yung 2, nirepresent mo ng x, ang second digit ay magiging x plus 2. Balikan natin yung problem. Find two consecutive integers such that the sum of 1/3 of the first and 1/4 of the second is 9. I-represent muna natin yung dalawa. Since wala tayong nakalagay na odd or even, ang representation natin is let x be the first integer. Then, yung second integer natin, dahil wala namang odd or even, i-represent natin as x plus 1. Be the second integer. Ayan. So, hanapin daw yung dalawang magkasunod na integer na kung saan yung sum, pag sinabing sum, kanina yung word na less than, di ba? Or pag sinabing less than, minus. Pag sum, this is the answer in addition. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, hanapin daw natin yung dalawang magkasunod na integers na kapag kinuha mo yung 1/3 ng una at idinagdag mo sa 1/4 ng pangalawa, ang magiging sagot ay 9. So, ikunan na muna natin yung una na fraction, tapos idadagdag natin yung pangalawang fraction, ang magiging sagot daw ay 9. So, yung unang fraction, sabi, 1/3 of the first. How will you represent 1/3 of the first? Kung ang first number mo is x. Kung ang answer mo ay 1/3 x, you're correct. 1/3. And since x is to be multiplied by 1/3, ilagay natin siya dun sa numerator part. Okay? So, 1/3 x or x over 3. Parehas lang yon. Next, yung second fraction, 1/4 of the second. So, kung ang second fraction or second mong integer ay represented ng x plus 1, paano may re-represent yung 1/4 nun? Kung ang sagot mo ay 1/4 times x plus 1, tama ka rin po. So, 1/4 times x plus 1. Okay? Or pwedeng x plus 1 over 4 lang. So, since we've already formed our equation, pwede na tayong mag-solve. To solve our given equation, steps ulit natin, kailangan kunin mo muna si LCM. So, kung mapapansin nyo, tatlong numbers yan, but 9 is a whole number, so anong kanyang denominator? Siyempre, 1, diba? Sulat natin si 1 dyan. Okay. So, factoring tayo, pwede naman. Or pwede rin naman, diretso na. Ano yung common multiple ng 3 and 4? Since 1 naman po will be multiplied and will not affect itong dalawang to, diba? So, kung factoring man, 3 has factors 3 times 1, 4 has factors 2 times 2, times 1, and 1 has 1, diba? So, isulat natin yung common factors. The LCD will be equal to, ang common factors ay 1, 1, and 1. Okay, sulat natin ang 1. Pare-parehas sa tatlo. Meron bang parehas sa dalawa? Wala. Okay, so kung walang ganun, i-bring down na natin yung iba pa. Unique factors na yung tawag sa kanila. So, 3 times 2 times 2 is 4. Or pwedeng bring down pa rin sila. Then, saka may multiply. 1 times 3 times 2 times 2. Which is equal to 12. Okay? Ayan. So again, to eliminate the denominator, you have to multiply the whole equation by the LCD. Okay? So, ang ginagawa natin, again, pwede mong i-divide, then saka i-times yung result sa numerator, or pwedeng mag-multiply sa numerator, saka mag-divide. Okay? So, pwede naman yun. So, if we are to divide, 12 divided by 3 is, okay, 4. So, ibig sabihin, 4 lang, ito times mo sa 1x. If you want to utilize the list that you made for the LCD, isipin mo na lang, anong factors dito ang wala dito. So, meron kang 3, meron kang 1, ang wala ay 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. Plus, 12 times 1 times x plus 1 divided by 4, Or, pwedeng 12 divided by 4 sa mag-multiply sa numerator. If we try the second method, we are to divide 12 divided by 4. It's equal to 3. Pwede mong gamitin yung LCD. Anong factors ng LCD ang wala dito? So, meron kang dalawang 2, meron kang isang 1, ang matitira ay yung 3. So, yung 3 na lang, ang itatimes mo sa 1 times x plus 1, or pwedeng sa x plus 1 na lang. Dahil hindi naman siya maapektuhan nung 1 na nasa labas. Okay? Kumbaga na i-multiply na rin naman natin siya. Equals 12 divided by 1 is still 12. So, pwedeng i-disregard na natin to. Let us multiply 12 by 9. So, 9 times 2 is 18. Carry 1. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 1 is 108. For the next step, we have to first eliminate our grouping symbols. Para matanggal yan, kailangan mag-distribute ka muna if polynomial yan, or kailangan mag-multiply ka kung monomial to monomial. So, 4 times 1x is 4x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 1, don't forget that, hindi pwedeng yung x lang ang itinatimes sa 3, or sa number or monomial outside. Okay, so 3 times 1 is 3. And equate it to 108. Now, to continue our solution, let us combine the similar terms. We have 4x plus 3x is 7x. Dito na nga lang. 7x equals, since 3 is similar to 108, let us change its position. From being positive, i-transpose natin siya. So, magiging negative na siya. So, magiging 108 minus 3. Okay? After subtracting, we will have 7x equals 108 minus 3 is 105. So, again, pag ganyan ang kinalabasan, since itong dalawang time multiplication, to reverse the process or to solve the equation, kailangan magdi-divide ka. Kumbaga, hahanapin mo yung number na kapag tinanim sa 7, ang lalabas ay 105. Okay? So, para mahanap yon, we will divide both sides of the equation by 7 para ma-eliminate itong whole numerical coefficient natin. So, 7x divided by 7 is x equals 105 divided by 7. So, meron tayong isang 7 sa 10. May remainder, meron kang 3. Bring down 5. So, 35 divided by 7 is 5. Therefore, x equals 15. To solve for the second integer, since ang representation natin ng first integer is x, so yung sinolve natin ay x or the first integer, the second integer will be the next integer after it. Bakit? Kasi 15 plus 1, the answer will be 16. So, ang hinahanap natin consecutive integers ay 15 and 16. Para sa checking, sabi nga, 1/3 of the first plus 1/4 of the second will be equal to 9 according to our problem. So, kung isa-substitute natin yun, yung first and yung second sa equation, 15 divided by 3 is 5, 16 divided by 4 is 4, bring down si 9, and 5 plus 4 equals 9. So, nag-equal yung left and right side of the equation, therefore, our answer is correct. Para sa problem number 3, mayroon tayong tinatawag na work problem. A large pipe can empty a pool in 8 hours, and a small pipe can empty the same pool in 12 hours. How long will it take both pipes to empty the pool? Sa work problems, mahalagang malaman natin yung tinatawag na rate. Pag sinabing rate, it refers to the amount of work per unit of time. Formula, rate equals work over time. And kung pag-uusapan natin yung problem kanina, since it is asking about the time it takes to work together, ibig sabihin, kung yung unang pipe ay kayang mag-empty ng pool sa loob ng 8 hours, at tinulungan siya ng pipe na kayang mag-empty ng pool sa loob ng 12 hours, pag nagtulong sila, syempre mas bibilis yung ating trabaho. So, kapag nagtulong sila, ang operation natin sa ating rate will be addition. Pero kung sila'y hindi nagtulong, halimbawa ang given natin ay isang gripo at pinabayaan mong bukas yung gripo wherein tumutulo siya sa isang sink o lababo na walang harang. 'Di ba? So, kapag ganun po ang nangyari, silang dalawa ay isusubtract natin. Okay? And that will be still equal to the time it takes to work together. Or against each other dahil minus na siya. So, gawin natin yung ating format dito sa problem na mayroon tayo. So, 1 over the time it takes for the first person or the first pipe to do its job plus 1 over the time it takes for B to do its job, ito yung rate nilang dalawa, equals 1 over the time it takes for them to work together. So, kung si large pipe, kaya mag-empty ng pool in 8 hours, i-represent natin yan as 1 over 8. Then, the small pipe can empty the same pool in 12 hours. So, ibig sabihin, ang rate niya is 1 work over 12 hours. Diba? And since they will be working with each other, i-add natin ito and equate it to, since ang hinahanap ay yung tagal or the time it will take for both pipes to empty the pool, ang atin pong right side of the equation will be 1 over kung ano yung hinahanap natin, the time it will take for them to work together. To solve this equation, meron na tayong equation. So again, first step is to find the LCD. So mag-factoring po muna tayo. Since 8 is 4 times 2 and 4 is 2 times 2, therefore 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. 12 is 6 times 2. So isulatan natin si 2. 6 is 3 times 2. So isulat natin si 3 times 2. And x, since x naman siya, wala na siyang ibang factor, kundi 1. So let us write x. Okay, so to find the LCD, let us first identify kung ano yung common sa tatlo. Meron bang common factor sa tatlong denominators? Wala, kung hindi 1. Okay, now, sa common sa dalawang denominators, syempre, meron tayong 2 and 2. Diba? So, kapartner nito, yung isang ito. And ito naman, ito. No? So, let us write 2 times 2. Then, kung wala na pong kaparehas, isulatan natin yung mga unique factors, ibig sabihin yung mga natira. So, we have here isang 2, isang 3, at isang x. Equals, 2 times 2 times 2 is the factor of 8, so 8 na to. 8 times 3 is 24 times x. Therefore, we will have 24x. So, we will multiply the whole equation by 24x. 24x. Then, so again, it's up to you if you want to multiply before dividing or divide first before multiplying. If we do the first method, pwedeng 24x times 1 is still 24x divided by 8. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Siyempre, may variable kang kasama, so it's still, you have to write it. If you are to divide, 24x divided by 8 is 3x times 1, still 3x. If you are to use the LCD, what factors of the LCD is not included in the denominator? Ano daw dito sa factors na ito ang hindi kasama sa factors na ito? So, meron kang 2, 2, and 2. Ang natira ay yung dalawang factors na ito. So, yun na lang ita-times mo sa 1. Next, plus. So, 24 times 1 is 24x. So, 24x times 1 is 24x divided by 12. So, ang matitira is 2x. If we are to use the LCD, LCD divided by the factors or our denominator, which is 12. Ano daw factors nito? Ang wala dito. So, since meron tayong dalawang 2 at isang 3, ang matitira is isang 2 at isang x. So, 2 times x is 2x times 1, 2x pa rin. Equals 24x times 1 is 24x divided by x is 24. Okay? Kung i-divide naman, 24x divided by x is 24 times 1, 24 pa rin. So, let us now solve the linear equation. So, 3x plus 2x are similar already, so there will be no transpositions involved. So, let us now proceed with adding the similar terms. 3x plus 2x is 5x equals, bring down si 24. Then, since we have here multiplication, we have to apply the reverse process to solve it. So, we are to divide each side of the equation by the numerical coefficient of the variable. So, kung ano man kasama niya, so ipang divide natin. So, divide both sides by 5. Therefore, 5x divided by 5 is x. And 24 divided by 5, pwede na yan, 24 divided by 5. Or if we are to change it in mixed number, we have, ilang 5 meron sa 24, edi 4, diba? So, 4. Then, meron ka, 24 minus 20 is 4. Therefore, 4 and 4 fifths. Ibig sabihin, kung yung unang pipe, kayang tapusin yung trabaho or kayang tanggalan ng tubig ang pool sa loob ng 8 oras. At yung pangalawang pipe, kayang gawin yung trabaho ring iyon sa loob ng 12 oras. Ibig sabihin, pag nagtulong sila, tatagal lang sila ng mahigit 4 na oras. Para i-check, i-add natin ulit. So, we have 1/8 plus 1/12 equals 1 over 24 over 5. Kailangan mag-equal ang left and right side of the equation. So, balikan natin yung complex fractions. Kung ito man po ay ating isa-solve on the side, 1 divided by 24 over 5 is the same as 1 times 5 over 24. Diba? Get the reciprocal of the divisor. Therefore, this statement is the same as 1 over 8 plus 1 over 12 equals 5 over 24. Check nga natin. LCM ng 8 and 12. So, 12, 24. 8, 16, 24. So, LCM nila ay 24. Or kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina. 24 divided by 8 is 3 times 1 is 3 plus 24 divided by 12 is 2 times 1 is 2 equals 5 over 24. 3 plus 2 is 5 over 24 equals 5 over 24. So, ang final answer po natin is correct.